This podcast contains strong language and adult situations and may not be suitable for those who are easily offended. Welcome, fuckers. I'm Kay.
And I'm Jay.
And you're listening to the Fuck My Work Life podcast, where the work stories are real, the laughs are large, and most of us can agree, work sucks. So let's clock out and tune in.
You have one unheard message.
Yeah, hi Bob, it's Kay. So I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. Long story short, totally a case of mistaken identity, but I was arrested over the weekend and posted bail, so that's good. But my arraignment's today, supposedly they have footage of me robbing a convenience store. Evidence is iffy. So we'll see what happens after today. I'll keep you posted, but just don't count on me to be in today. Okay, thanks. Bye.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7.
Welcome back, fuckers. I'm Jay.
I'm Kay.
And this is the Fuck My Work Life podcast.
That's right.
You heard that already.
Welcome back, everybody. This is a very special episode. Mm-hmm. Not really. It's not special, but we're going to do something a wee bit different.
Yeah, it's special. Yeah. It's special because it's different. So yeah,
a little different, but still on topic for our podcast.
Oh, I was like, what? Our what?
Our pad.
Our pad.
What pad are you talking about? So this is our get out of work, call in sick excuses episode. We've compiled different.
We should name it Explosive Diarrhea.
Ew.
Oh, I mean, come on. That's like the ultimate get out of work thing.
Yeah, that's true. So before we get into the meat of the episode.
Do we have some housekeeping?
Housekeeping. Our standard housekeeping. I want to say a big thank you to our patrons.
Yes.
DM.
Ken and Maria B.
And Dan P.
No, I won't do it.
Don't do it. Thank you guys so much for joining our Patreon, where you get early access to episodes, some bonus content. We've got more coming out soon.
And more smooth sounds of Jay.
Yeah, but it's only $5 a month. So if you want to join, help support the pod, you can do that. You can also help support the pod completely for free by telling your friends, listening, rating, reviewing.
And sending us money.
Sharing, that's not free. Sharing our social media posts, all that stuff you can do totally free, and it helps support us.
And you are also free to send us money.
Don't listen to Jay. So that's it. Thank you, patrons.
Patrons.
Thank you, patrons, for being part of our family.
Aww.
Next on the housekeeping is, it's Halloween month. We, in the past, have done, the one past Halloween, we did a spooky Halloween
Oh, yeah, like
episode.
the ghost story episode kind of thing.
Yeah, just creepy things that happen to you while you're at work, no matter what kind of job you have. Just if something weird, creepy, spooky has happened to you, we want to hear those stories.
Yes, please send them in.
Send them in quickly.
We don't want to do this shit after Halloween.
So you can send those to fmwlpod@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at 310-818-3273. We are recording on a Thursday.
Yep.
Thirsty Thursday.
Yep.
And you know what that means.
We drink because we work.
Shall I go first?
Kay, why, whatever are you drinking today?
Today, I am drinking from Almanac Beer Company out of Alameda, California. I am drinking their Rocktoberfest.
Yeah, brah.
It is 5% alcohol by volume, and it is a German-style lager brewed with Weyermann Bark Pilsner, Munich, and Cara Munich malts. It's an Oktoberfest beer. It's good. It's kind of malty, which I guess is kind of common for Oktoberfest beers. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like it.
A little bit of maltiness to it. So, yeah, it's good. I like it. Fest beer. It is a fest beer.
Rock on, bro.
What do you got, Jay?
I am drinking Coors Light. Mm-hmm. So, fuck you, and there it is.
Back to your roots.
Yep.
I know Dave from Beer in Front was upset that you did not have your Coors last episode.
That's all right. I'm sorry, Dave. But, I wanted to switch things up a little bit. I got to keep people on their toes every 6 months.
Yeah. Every once a year you drink something other
once
than
a season.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I had a couple of those beers and then I went, what was it? The Fear. Yeah. And then I went to Coors Light.
You were pretty fucking lit from those couple beers.
Well, it's 9%.
Yeah.
That's like double what this is. I mean, that's more than double because these are only 4.2, the Coors Light.
Yeah.
And, in a 30-minute period, if I have 3 of those, I can get a little toasty.
Yeah. I think we were both a little toasty by the end of the last episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
If you would like to share what you're drinking, you can tag us at FMWLpod and use the hashtag
We Drink Because We Work.
That's right. Moving on.
Okay.
Do you have a weekly distraction, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I have
so excited.
Yeah, I have a weekly distraction, but I'm not going to talk about it because this is a fun-loving show.
Okay.
So I'm just going to say our Halloween costumes.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Hashtag vague.
Yes. Hashtag vague.
Okay. My distraction this week is it was my birthday recently, and Jay got me an awesome present where he got us an experience at a local bird. I guess it's a sanctuary, but it's more of an education center.
Yeah. It's a sanctuary, though.
Where a woman who is a bird trainer has all kinds of crazy birds.
Yeah.
Parrots and hornbill doohickeys and cranes and ravens, all kinds of birds.
Yeah.
And we went out there and Jay bought us this experience where we got to put on the falconry gloves and hold a freaking falcon.
Yeah.
Hold an owl. Watch the falcon fly, and it was flying right over our heads, speeding past us. And then we got to hike up the side of a mountain with what kind of crane was it?
Like a golden crested crane.
Some gigantic bird was just kind of hiking up the side of the mountain with us, and we got to feed her, and she was picking pellets out of our
really
hands.
Cool. And then when you ran out of pellets, she would peck at your shoes
she tried to eat your shoes.
Motherfucker, bitch.
It was really, really fucking cool, though. I posted a couple pictures on our Twitter from that, and it was one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Thanks,
all
Jay.
The birds were female.
Yes. Oh, and they
naturally
all
and
loved Jay.
I mean, you can't take this guy anywhere.
Yeah, they were all enthralled with you. That owl was staring at
the
him.
Owl did not want to leave my hand when I had it. The falcon, she also had to pry it, and it was no. Oh my God, he's so hot.
It was fucking cool, though.
It was really cool.
I want a falcon.
I think my favorite part was that horn-billed doohickey.
Yeah,
he was so fucking cool. After we got done with holding the owl and the falcon and feeding the crane, we got a tour of their sanctuary. And they had this horn-billed, I forget what, we should probably look it up, but this bird, they said it had it was all about him.
Mischievous.
Yeah, he was very mischievous, but it was also everything was all about him. He was very look at me. And we were standing next to his enclosure, which I was glad to see that a lot of the birds there had big enclosures.
Huge enclosures.
It wasn't like they were in a cage. They had huge enclosures, and he was in his enclosure. And on the other side of his enclosure, he had this piece of plywood.
I'm going to interrupt real quick. It's a southern ground hornbill.
A southern ground hornbill. He was so cool. So we're standing next to his enclosure, and he's right at the edge of the enclosure, looking at us.
Trying to entice us with sticks and feathers because he wants you to get close so he can bite you.
Yeah. He's trying to give us presents so he can eat us because he basically looks like a dinosaur almost. And then he would saunter over to this piece of plywood and just bash it with his beak, don't. And then his face when he turned around and ran back, like he would run back to us, and his face just screamed like, "Did you see that?
Look what I just did.
Look what I just did. You see that?" Like, it was so fucking funny.
He was hilarious. And the ravens that talked.
Yeah, the ravens.
The ravens were cool. I love birds, so it was just such a cool experience.
I'm not huge on birds, but I think because Kay loves them so much, it was really exciting for me.
Aww.
You know, we'd walk by an enclosure and hi, baby.
Look at the baby. Yeah, so I love them. I love them all. So yeah, that's been my distraction because I've been I keep looking up the website and like looking at the different birds they have and stalking their Instagram and stuff. So that's been my distraction this week. If you guys would like to share what's been distracting your brains from work or, recommendations or anything that you want to share, you can use the hashtag weekly distraction and also tag FMWLpod so we actually see it. And on that note, so we mentioned this is kind of our get out of work excuse episode. So in true K fashion, I found an article that just talks about 5 reasons why taking time off work is good for you by Thrive Global. This really needs to be an article. I mean, we all know taking time off work is good for you.
Yes.
But let's see what the, quote unquote, professionals say. So this article starts off with saying 42% of families in the United States in 2017 skipped their summer vacations. And even worse, over 50% took off less than 5 days off over the entire year.
Jesus.
That's insane.
Not me.
Yeah. So, a lot of people work themselves to the bone. I mean, I think there's definitely different types of people. You have workaholics who, they thrive on being at work and the stress and that kind of stuff. And then you have people who can't take time off work because they don't get the sick time or the vacation time and they can't afford to.
I think a lot of people they create so much stress in their personal life that going to work relieves them.
That too.
Stress.
Yeah.
So they just stay there forever.
Yeah. That too. And I think myself included, depending on your job, if you have the kind of job where you call out sick, it doesn't matter. It's not a position that needs to be filled. It's not a big deal. But a lot of jobs, it's like, if you're not there, they have to find someone to cover your shift or your position. And then you kind of end up with guilt where you're like, well, fuck, I feel guilty calling in because, depending on how you feel about your coworkers, you don't want to do that to them.
Yeah. And then you have those really, really good jobs where if you call in, they tell you have to find their replacement.
Ooh, does that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's plenty of jobs where like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it in today. Okay, well, you need to find someone to cover your shift.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, well, that's why you're the fucking manager.
Yeah.
Luckily,
I've never had a job like that, but I've definitely had jobs where it's like, if I'm not there, that's, when I was an executive assistant, kind of hard to do that. If you're the only executive assistant for certain people, if you call in sick, oh my God, they're going to have to schedule their own flight.
Yeah.
Or, anyway, I think I've talked about some of those stories of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's probably a lot of the reason why there's so many people that take few days off during the year. But this is why it's good to do so. So the first thing is mental clarity. Of course, when you push yourself to work too many days in a row, eventually your brain will start to push back. Your thoughts will get cloudy, your creativity will diminish, and you'll have a harder time dealing with stress. If you don't rest your brain, the side effects will continue to multiply. Luckily, even a single day off can bring you back into a state of mental clarity.
It definitely can.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's bad when it's like every 4 days.
When you need mental clarity that often.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's probably issues of a bigger problem. I just mean being very unhappy in general in your job. All right, number 2, improved productivity. When we start to feel burned out at work, even the simplest of tasks becomes a challenge. There was a lot of S's in that. Simplest of tasks becomes a challenge. Our passion starts to dull and we lose some of our drive. If you've ever felt refreshed after stepping away from your desk and taking a walk, you understand how a break can improve your productivity. Take off a few days or a week and you'll come back feeling refreshed and ready to take on new challenges.
Yeah. It's definitely true. There's been a few times where I've been taking a lot of time off lately, but it's not because I'm unhappy. It's just I have other things that I want to do.
Yeah.
There's other stuff that I want to do. Sometimes we have the lulls of our job where
not much to do.
We're sitting there, literally sitting there at our desk, just clocking hours.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. And I would rather be in
home,
my garage, be home, do something else. But there have been times where, say, during COVID, when we got put off of work at the beginning of COVID and we couldn't go to work. When I got back to work, I was fucking cranking at work. I was doing...
You were refreshed and revitalized.
I was. And I was also appreciative, because of what the company did for us.
Yeah.
It definitely helps in creativity and productivity. And, it gives you a fresh eye on things.
Yeah, definitely. Number 3, better balance. It's hard to maintain a positive work-life balance in even the best of circumstances. When you're chronically overworked, you can start to lose your sense of self. Your hobbies and interests fall to the wayside as you focus all your energy on your career. Taking time away from work gives you a chance to rekindle your joy and remember what life was like before you became relentlessly busy. I mean, if that's the case, can I go back to being a kid and being supported by my parents, please?
Yeah, but even as a kid, you're supported by your parents, but you have to go to school.
I know, but I liked school.
Oh, you're such a fucking nerd.
But at the time, hindsight 2020 or whatever the fucking phrase is, back then in school, it was like, oh my gosh, school is so stressful and homework is stressful. I wish I was an adult and I had freedom. And then you become an adult, you're like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah. Life has not even begun to kick you in the ass yet.
But definitely work-life balance is important for your mental health. Number 4, improved focus. Didn't we already have this one? Oh, productivity. Okay. No matter how much you love your job, doing the same thing day in and day out can wear on you. Taking time away gives you the chance to refocus on your goals and look at things from a fresh perspective. You'll be surprised how many great ideas come up when you step away from the monotony for a day or two. That's true, too.
Yeah, it's very true. I think we were talking today when we got in the car. People get interviewed and they're like, oh, I want to do something I'm passionate about. And you talk to people and they're like, oh, I really like this. So this is what I want to do for my job. And it's like, well, you're young and stupid. And you don't realize that if you take your passion, something that you're passionate about, and you do it day in and day out,
you lose your passion for it.
You lose your passion and it becomes a task.
Yeah.
And then the task becomes work.
I think sadly, there are a few people who absolutely love what they do and who wake up in the morning being like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get to work to do this thing. I mean, I think it exists. I think there are people out there like that, but I think it's few and far between.
Probably like people who play video games for a living.
No, I mean, I think there's definitely more
porn
than
stars.
I mean, I think porn stars probably even get sick of dick.
Yeah.
Number 5, the last one, is better relationships. So while it's important to focus on your career, you also need to work on your relationships. If you're constantly logging in hours at the office or checking your phone and email all evening, the important people in your life will start feeling neglected. Even a short vacation allows you to unplug from your job and spend quality time with your loved ones. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this is going more on, I feel like this article is geared more at kind of like those workaholics we were talking about.
Yeah.
As opposed to just people that just have to work to survive. And even then, even like I think most of us are taking a day off here and there if you can afford to, if your company offers that for you. It's important to take those days to step away and just refocus, mental health day or whatever. There have been many, many days where I wake up in the morning and I'm not sick. I feel fine. I know mentally, like, I cannot do this today and I'm going to stay home.
Yeah.
And luckily, like, I know I am lucky that I have a company that gives me sick days and vacation days that I can do that. I know there are people that don't have that luxury, so
I'm doing it tomorrow.
I'm very appreciative of that. If you can, it is important.
Yes.
So now that we know why it's important to take a day off, we're going to get into some of the excuses people have used to get out of work. The reason we are doing this whole topic is because Patty Popcorn over at the Old Dirty Benches podcast,
That dirty bench.
she sent me a message on Twitter with a link to a Twitter account she started back in 2013 where she was documenting all the excuses a specific coworker of hers used to either call in sick or why she was going to be late for the day.
Yeah.
And they got so ridiculous, she just started tweeting all of the excuses. If you want to check it out, the Twitter handle is Dog Ate My Desk Job. So we're going to read some of those, but before we do that, we're going to listen to Patty Popcorn's voicemail.
Hello, guys. It's Patty Popcorn from Old Dirty Benches. You already know my story, but I thought that I would pick from the wide selection of excuses for not coming in, and one of my most favorites ever was, it's too hot to blow dry my hair.
Holy
Can
crap.
you believe a human being actually said that? Anyway, I love your show and can't wait to hear what other people say. Have a great day. Bye.
I mean,
That's ballsy.
It's really ballsy. If you were in the position of like the supervisor or whatever who's taking this call in, I don't know how I'd react.
So I'm guessing that excuse is probably from the same person.
Yeah.
I haven't read every single one of these tweets yet, but I'm going to go through and I think we're just going to sprinkle them in throughout the episode.
Yeah.
We'll read some of these. May 17th, 2013. My cat has an abscess or something on her mouth. I may or may not be in. Same day. Cat has autoimmune disorder or cancer, and coworker has diagnosed it herself with anxiety disorder. Coworker has stomach virus. This is still the same day. Coworker was able to eat a cupcake for lunch though, so that's good.
Oh my fucking God.
3 days later, on May 20th, had to take cat to the vet. Will be in later. Cat had biopsy and was sedated. Not coming in today. The next day, overslept and woke up at 7:45. Will be in later. Made it in at 10:45. Uh-oh, coworker has torn ligament in back, perhaps from fall and shower. So this is now jumps to June 3rd. It's 8:12 a.m. and work started at 7 a.m. No call, no show as of yet. Coworker was up late with stomach issues. Just woke up. Will arrive between 10 to 10:30. Later that day, stomach not cooperating. Staying home. Be in tomorrow. The next day, getting ready now. Be in a little bit after 8. Side note, I was up posting on Facebook until at least 1 a.m.
Oh my fucking God.
The following day, just texted me at 7:47. I will be there as soon as I can. No reason given. Arrived at 8:38. Couple days later, dealing with some internet drama. Will be in later.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is about a week later. Email at 7:21 a.m. Woke up with migraine. Going to need an hour or two to get it under control. I will be in by 10, or I will call. Same day. This migraine is a real bear. I won't be coming in. Couple days later. Will be in later. Have to take cat to vet. Will be in as soon as I can. Had a bad night's sleep. Just woke up. At 11:17 a.m. Will not be in. Still feeling crappy. All right, this is a couple days later. On Friday, I only slept 2 good hours last night. I'm setting my alarm for another hour and see where I am. Same day at 11:17 a.m. Just woke back up. I'm in a lot of pain. I'll be back Monday. On Monday, we had supermoon Saturday. Now we have enema moon. It's my other cat's turn for the vet. I'm calling them at 7:30 and hopefully be in after.
What the fuck is Enema Moon?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry, read that again.
So this was on Monday. This was the Monday following the Friday where they said they'd be back Monday. We had supermoon Saturday. Now we have enema. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be Enema Moon or Enema Monday. I don't know. Maybe she has an enema scheduled that day.
Oh my God.
It's my other cat's turn for the vet. I'm calling them at 7:30 and hopefully be in after. So a lot of the same thing. I'll be in later.
Yeah.
Doesn't show up. This and that. So we'll come back to these a little bit later. But in the meantime, let's listen to another person calling in sick.
Hello, sir. This is Josh. I can't come into work today because, well, my dog peed on my Tesla and the thing shorted out. So I can't come in. Well, I put my car in some rice and maybe that'll dry it out and then I'll try it in a few hours. Okay, bye.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
That was our friend Josh Wilson from Super Familiar with Wilson. I love the voice.
My dog peed on my Tesla and I can't come in.
It's real good. It's real solid stuff. We did get some responses on Twitter and Reddit, but you also found an article with some fun excuses, right? Do you want to read some of those?
Yeah, I'll read some. So I found an article from Reader's Digest.
Oh, wow.
And it's the 60 most ridiculous excuses people actually use to get out of work. Number 1 is, Grandma tried to poison me again.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Damn, Grandma.
I know it's kind of out there.
Honey, would you like some pie?
Yeah. Well, because I've heard the excuse before Grandma died.
Of course. That's
and then months later, Grandma died.
Right. Like Grandma's died multiple times. Yeah.
So the next one is, an employee couldn't come in because his llama wouldn't stop barfing.
Okay. That's legit.
Yeah. And these are very short. There's no like backstory to them. It's just
things that were
just
said.
the excuses.
Mm-hmm.
An employee called in sick because he ate cat food instead of tuna and was deathly ill.
Okay.
Too bad you didn't die.
Wouldn't you notice the texture difference between canned tuna and cat food? Maybe it was that fancy face where it's like that flaky shit that like looks like canned tuna.
I've tried cat food before.
Because otherwise it's just mush. It's not like canned tuna.
No, you cannot mistake your normal cat food with fucking canned tuna.
He had some fancy fucking cat food.
Okay. An employee got stuck in the blood pressure machine at the grocery store and couldn't get out.
Those things are terrifying.
Yeah. The next one is, an employee's wife found out he was cheating and he had to spend the day retrieving his belongings from the dumpster.
I think that's a really good excuse.
Sorry, I got to go dumpster diving for the rest of the day. I won't be able to make it into work.
I cheated on my wife.
Yeah. Okay, this one's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sorry. I can't come in. I broke my arm reaching to grab a falling sandwich.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I broke my arm reaching to grab a falling sandwich.
Where was he reaching from? He broke his arm.
The top floor, probably.
Yeah. Just diving off the balcony for that sweet Subway sandwich.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it in today. Grandma poisoned me with a ham.
What's with fucking grandmas poisoning people?
Look, grandmas get sick as shit.
Do we mean, is this like arsenic? Grandma's trying to kill people, or like grandma can't cook and it's food poisoning?
Either or.
Yeah.
Like
food poisoning sucks.
I don't have to answer that question. I plead the fifth. Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but I went to a fortune teller today and she told me not to step out of the house or I would suffer a brain hemorrhage.
I like that one. I'm going to keep that one in my back pocket.
If you ever fucking use it. Hey, I don't know how long I'm going to have reception. I won't make it in today. I accidentally stepped on a plane.
A plane? Like an aeroplane?
Yeah, like an airplane. I accidentally stepped on a plane. I didn't know where. I think I was sleepwalking, and now I'm on my way to Chicago.
Okay. Good job getting to your security that way.
Hey, man, I don't think I'm going to make it in. I got lucky last night, and I don't really know where I am now.
Oh, well, good for you,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Gotta do that walk of shame.
That's what it's called, walk of shame.
Uh-oh. Jay's making sad face.
Hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it in today. I don't think so, because my wife's cousin's pet died, and I am the uncle and the pallbearer.
Pallbearer.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
I'll
sweet.
be in tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's listen to another voicemail.
Yeah.
Let's check our employee voicemail for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is Leo. I don't think I'll be able to come into work today because when I got up this morning, I had a very sore throat. So I thought I would make some nice, fresh, hot lemon tea because that usually helps my sore throat. However, when I cut the lemon, the juice squirted in my eye and it startled and burned. And so when I jumped back, I accidentally hit the pot of hot boiling water that was on the stove, and the water fell on my foot and burned my foot. So I thought I'd better get to urgent care. So I wrapped my foot in a bandage and got in the car. However, I think the bandage got caught on the gas pedal because I accidentally rear-ended someone. The other driver took off running, and in the distance, I thought, sure, I heard gunshots. So when the EMTs got here, they went right past me and went to the direction of the gunshots, and now no one's here with me except... Oh, hi, officer.
That was very elaborate.
Yes.
I loved it.
I mean, fuck, you just wasted a week's worth of excuses
broken those up
for one day.
I don't know. All that happened. I think he's going to get more than one day off of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it'd have been great if he ended it. I'll be in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. That was from Leo Allen, the Voluntary Input Podcast. Thank you, Leo. So we did get some responses on Twitter and Reddit for excuses people have used. So Dave over at Beer in Front podcast said, I once called in saying the skin on the bottom of my toes were melting from the shoes I was wearing, so I couldn't stand all day at work. What were you on, Dave?
Yeah.
Janine from the Identity podcast said, when I worked at a chicken joint as a teen, I once called in saying my house was haunted and the ghosts were keeping me awake. I was just too tired to come in. My boss laughed and said, see you tomorrow. Good you had like a good boss.
That laughed first. It was like, okay, see you tomorrow.
Sure. And then NukaBro762 on Reddit said, dude called out because his pet was giving birth. I think it was a hamster.
Nice.
Hey, people love their hamsters too.
Yeah.
And then Reasonable Run 8780 said, guy called in saying he would be in tomorrow, but not that day. Came in on crutches, missing his left foot. It was crushed by a front loader on his dad's ranch. And
he came in the next day?
He came in the next day. This guy's a hero.
Like, how fucking functional. He's got to be on like a shit load of pain meds.
Like his entire foot was missing.
I wonder what he did.
There's no way the hospital would let him out, would they? Emmett Fitz said, I've never given an excuse. I just say I won't be in. I earned my sick time. I'm using it.
Fuck yeah.
A fucking men. That's what I do now. I'm just like, I'm not going to be in today.
Yeah.
I mean, you do, like you said, you do kind of have to specify, I'm not feeling sick, so don't have HR call me about my symptoms, but I'm just not going to be in today.
Since COVID, when I just don't want to go in, it's actually funny because the ones you were reading earlier, my excuse lately has been, I got to take my cat to the vet. Yeah. Because we have been having to take them to the vet.
Well, with four pets,
and Willow,
one after the other, it's always something.
Yeah. Since COVID happened and they need to know a reason, I just say, I think I threw my back out.
Yeah. I just say,
I'm old enough now.
It's not COVID related.
Yeah.
The end. Zublor said, a teen who worked with me at the library called in because he drank too much soda and ate too many donuts. Fucking teenagers, man.
Look, that teenager was being honest. Kudos for him, because
Yeah.
that's not an excuse you give to get out of work when it hasn't actually happened. Dude, I drank too much soda and had too many donuts.
If you're going to lie, you're going to come up with something. Yeah. You're going to come up with something better than that. Mike Hunt's Green. Don't say that fast. Mike Hunt's Green said, depending on where you live, you might be allowed to take a mental health day and sit at home and relax. Me personally, I always like to use the good old, I slipped in the shower and hit my head. And that is it for those submissions.
Do we want to listen to another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boss, this is Karen. I'll just let you know that Mondays don't really work for me. So I'm gonna check in with you tomorrow. I hope y'all have a good day. Bye now. By the way, this is Karen from Sugar Coated Murder.
I mean, I feel like that's straightforward to the point.
Very to the point.
Mondays fucking suck. No one wants to go to work on a Monday.
It reminds me of something I saw today. It was a meme, like me texting my boss, hey, are we still on for today? If my boss texts me back, yes, we're still on for work today. Work is Monday through Friday. You don't need to ask if we're on for work.
Why not? All right, let's get back to dog ate my desk job a little bit. So I'm kind of scrolling through. There's just a lot of couldn't sleep, have a migraine, be in later, back hurts, this and that, almost daily.
Do we remember the date that it started?
It was May of 2013.
Okay.
So this one is in February of 2014.
Holy shit.
Emailed, I barely slept last night. I cam barely typing this N92 : BFG star FFD dash D 6.
Fuck off. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's so good. More running late, up late. Have a migraine since Wednesday, even though went to concert Wednesday night. Trying to sleep it off, hope to be in later. Won't be in after all. Overslept, be in later. Just so many.
Yeah.
Having facial pain. If it calls down, I will be in, but now my face us in spasms, not fun. Not feeling well. Still feeling cruddy. Don't know if it's allergies or cold. See how I feel tomorrow. Having stomach issues. Slept late. Getting ready now. Won't be in after all.
I want an update.
Sick and won't be in. Oh, I have an update for you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I bet this person went places.
So between 4/15 of 2014 and 4/18 of 2014, we have sick and won't be in, still sick and won't be in, still sick and won't be in, still sick and won't be in. Have a doctor's appointment, then I'll be in. Had doctor's appointment at noon, came back at 2:45 with walking pneumonia and shot up with narcotics for facial pain. Like, what is facial pain? On May 2nd of 2014, almost 8 a.m., no call, no show. More like just woke up, getting ready, all stomach issues, facial pain. Like, I feel like this person needs help. Now we've got another sick cat taking longer at vet than anticipated, being as soon as I can. And then later that day, cat is weak and groggy. I am staying with her. See you tomorrow. Next day, have to take cat to vet for follow-up. Be there at 8:30 a.m. at the latest. Arrived at 9:45 a.m. Unable to get cat from under bed to go to vet. It just, it goes on and on. Forgot to turn alarm clock on after the long weekend. Be there as soon as I can, probably by 8. Arrived at 9:40 a.m. Fake sick voice in full effect, complaining of allergies. This one I did read, and this is my absolute favorite.
Okay.
My uterus decided to stage a violent uprising at 4 a.m.
Oh my!
I am currently in a fetal position around a heating pad. I may be late. I mean, I have been there.
I mean, I can't bust on that because I don't have a uterus.
No, I have
but
definitely felt that pain, but I would never said that to my supervisor
Yeah.
or boss. So good. Called at 8:30 using sick voice, said she'd be in as soon as she can, arrived at 10. It's just, so it's a lot of this. This goes on until, oh, here's another one. My eyes are extremely swollen due to allergies. I'm ice packing my face, but it's going to take some time. Be there before 10. Didn't show up after all.
How the fuck does this person, like, after, I don't know, 8 or 9 or 50 ridiculous fucking excuses, were they related? Was the supervisor related to this person? Like, how do they still have a job? Because at this point, you call in so much, like, what's the point of the job?
Yeah. So there's more face swollen, migraine. I've been sick all weekend, up half the night with stomach issues, going to get some sleep, or they have Munchausen's.
Yeah.
Excuse after excuse, like almost daily for either not showing up or being late. I think we've read kind of the best ones from this. Have cluster tick syndrome, trouble sleeping, may or may not be in.
Cluster tick syndrome?
I have no idea what that is. Won't be in today. Did a lot of walking Friday night, Saturday morning, and have huge blisters. Just raw skin I can't walk on yet.
Fucking A. What the fuck are we doing with our life?
Okay. The follow-up is they still work at this company.
Oh my God.
Almost 10 years later, and they were promoted. Yeah.
I mean, I guess nuclear war isn't a bad thing.
So on that note, let's listen to another voicemail.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just calling to let you know that I'll be staying home from work today. I developed a fever last night. My pupils are dilated. I've had cold sweats, and my veins have started turning black. It's persisted into the morning. To avoid possibly infecting any coworkers, I'm going to stay home today. I think I should be back at work tomorrow, but I've assigned Patty to handle my urgent responsibilities for the day. She can also answer any questions about the rage virus. I'm alerting the rest of the team of my absence as well. And, oh my God, what the fuck? No, honey. Stop. Oh, mommy. Somebody help.
I knew it.
Zombie. That was JD, the other half of the Old Dirty Benches podcast. You guys got to check out their podcast. It is awesome. Thank you for that. Do you have more weird excuses from your...
I got plenty. I think I only went through 11, and there's 60. So I'm actually reading these as if I'm calling in.
Okay.
I don't know I don't know if I should call the police, but someone glued my doors and windows shut, so I can't really leave the house.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I won't be in today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have any rubbing alcohol?
You can't ask questions. I'm not going to be able to be in today. My boss teeth blew out the window while I was driving down the highway.
You can't work without your teeth?
No, and it's too embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm not going to be able to come in today because my fish is unwell.
Aw, poor fishy.
Yeah.
I mean, we've definitely not gone in because our pets have been not well.
Hey, man, like, I don't know what's going on, but I won't be able to make it in today because the ozone flattened my tires, man. The hole in the ozone flattened my tires.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So, see you tomorrow, dude.
I can't even. Okay. Next.
Look, so I'm bowling the game of my life. I can't make it.
I'm bowling the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
An employee was bowling the game of his life and could not make it to work.
I mean, more power to you, buddy.
Fucking A.
Was that the dude? I'm bowling the game of my life, man.
Yeah. So look, I went to the casino this weekend. And I still got money left on this machine. So I'm not going to be able to come in today.
Monday is still up.
Yeah.
You got to ride that lucky streak, man.
An employee had been at the casino all weekend and still had money left to play with on Monday morning.
I think we know this person.
Jesus, this is why casinos make so much money.
It's addictive.
I can't make it to work. There's bats in my hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They got some good drugs.
Yeah.
Another voicemail from the Fuck My Work Life employee line.
Hi, I'm calling out. I can't come in Monday. I got bit by a chupacabra. I was just walking across my yard and I saw it. It was like, hey, gringo. And I'm sorry if that's racist, but he said it, not me. And so I was running and it caught me really quick. I don't know how it was so fast. I think it was wearing heelys. But it caught me and I got sucked. I got goat sucked. And I don't know what the rules of chupacabra are. I don't know if I'm going to become one now. I have been looking at a lot of goat videos on YouTube and I get really hungry. I don't know what that's about. Also, they're really sexy. Anyway, just let you know I won't be there Monday. So sorry about that. Hopefully someone can fill in for me. I have to get back to watching goats now. Bye.
What the fuck?
I knew Mike would deliver with this assignment.
I thought for sure it would be like Bigfoot.
Did he say goat sucker?
I have no idea.
Oh, man. That's Mike from the Neatcast.
Yeah.
Go check them out.
Yeah, go. Somebody give him some help. Zach, go give him some help. He's fucked up good.
Take the goat porn away from him, please. I mean, we actually got another call from Mike on the employee hotline.
Oh, a follow-up?
Mm.
No, at least he's still there.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Kay. It's Mike from the Neatcast. And you know it's me because I'm yelling. Because that's what I do. Anyway, I can't make it into work today because I was up all night playing a video game all about cute kitty witties. And I'm really tired and I'm starting to have feelings for furries and other animals that people dress up as. Anyway, I'm really tired and I gotta go play this kitty witty game. Yeah, I can't make it into work today because it's Mike from the Neatcast. You can tell it's me. I'm yelling. No one else. It's Mike from the Neatcast. All right, pussy time.
Did you say pussy time?
What the fuck?
That was, quote unquote, Mike.
Mike.
Also from the
Neatcast.
He had a chupacabra encounter and then furries?
He's playing the cat game.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you fucking knock kittens.
Cats are the best.
I will squeeze the fuck out of them.
I fear if you and Mike ever meet in person, what will happen? You guys will just talk about cats and squeeze cats together. And
shut your face.
Do you have more excuses on your thing?
I do. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I was down at the pond by my house and a duck bit me.
I can't imagine a duck bite is all that serious. They don't even have fucking teeth, right?
Don't judge me. So, something really traumatic happened today, and I won't be able to make it in. I found a very large spider in my home, and I have to stay home and figure out how to deal with it.
It's called a shoe or a husband. That's how I handle it.
Oh, you're lucky you said or a husband. Because I was going to say, what happened the other morning?
I cannot, the thought of the feel of squishing a large spider under anything just freaks me the fuck out.
That
almost more than the spider itself freaks me out. So I'm always like, hey,
yeah,
come kill this spider.
I know. It was, I don't know what time it was. It was like 5:20, 5:30 in the morning.
It was very early.
I'm still sleeping. And Kay's taking the dog out. And I hear this, babe. And so I get up and I come
run down
to the top
stairs
of the
in your boxers.
I come to the top of the stairs and she's like, there's a huge spider like right there. And I was like, okay, so smash it. You got your shoes on. Get it. I was just like, oh my fucking God. Fine.
I can't. The thought of it just, I can't even explain it. Grosses me out.
This one I'm just going to read because
Okay.
I don't want to act it out. It's
Okay.
the most ridiculous shit I think I've ever heard.
Excellent.
The employee said he'd gotten drunk the night before and was now suffering from a hangover.
I mean, yeah.
And now the employee no longer has a job.
I mean, I've gone to work telling my boss I'm hungover.
Yeah.
But I've gone to work.
Hey, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it in. My uniform caught on fire.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, well, I mean, I was in a hurry and it was still wet from the washer, so I put it in the microwave and it caught on fire.
Well, we have more uniforms here for you. If you want to just come in, we'll get you a new one. Click. Boo.
Click.
Let's listen. We got a couple more in the fuck my work life employee line.
Hey, Jay, this is Dustin from Dustin 3 and Watch and 3 Watch Recap. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it in today. I fell down the stairs and my cat needs an operation. So, yeah, I'll call you tomorrow to give you an update. Okay, bye.
And maybe that hack of a fucking cough you have.
I thought it was for sure just the fake cough, which I did plenty of times in my younger days when I thought you had to be convincing when you called. Well, also back then when, I mean, email was around, but bosses wanted you to call if you were coming in. So it was like, oh, I don't feel good. Dustin's cough, very convincing.
It was.
That was a good job, Dustin.
Watch him respond after listening like,
no, I
have COVID.
I was really sick. I was really just calling about my cat and falling down the stairs. Thank you for that, Dustin.
Do you have any more? Or should we?
We've got our last call in. I think we should just end it there.
Yeah, I think we should leave it there. We got plenty.
All right. This is actually a follow-up to an earlier voicemail that we received from an employee.
Hello, boss. Boss man, best boss in the world. I just wanted to give you an update. I got my Tesla wet and I couldn't start it. I couldn't find a bag of rice big enough to actually put the Tesla in, like they say that we should. But I did manage to turn it upside down to get the water out, but now I can't get it back right side up. So I have ordered an electric scooter on Amazon. So as soon as that comes in, I'll be into work. Alrighty. Have a great day.
Keep your fucking dog away from that scooter.
Yeah.
or you won't be here until next week.
Although, I mean, it's probably easier to find a bag of rice to fit the scooter in than a Tesla.
Probably not. It's probably going to be just as
you
hard.
You can get those Costco bags of rice that are fucking enormous.
You could just get a couple boxes of the restaurant grade, restaurant size saran wrap, and just wrap that bitch up. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone who played along with us. We loved hearing your voicemails. Go check out all those podcasts we mentioned. They're all fun and good and doing good things.
That's right.
That's right. And thank you, everyone, for listening. If this has sparked a memory of crazy excuses you've used, you've heard, or just random imagination of ones you would want to use if you had the balls.
Oh, yeah.
Send them to us.
Yeah, definitely. I think we should keep the Fuck My Work Life employee line open.
Yeah.
And as we build them up, we'll insert them into episodes and it'll be a thing.
I love it. You guys are very creative.
So come up with some crazy shit. Mike,
I want more from Mike.
Stop watching goat porn, bro. It's going to get you nowhere.
I loved all of these. And thank you, Patty Popcorn, for this, sparking this idea. It's great. Thanks, everybody. What's that? What's the Fuck My Work Life employee hotline?
310-818-3273.
We love you all. Thank you for listening.
All right. Bye, fuckers.
Thank you for listening to the Fuck My Work Life podcast. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. You can support the show by telling your friends or joining our Patreon. We also have some sweet Fuck My Work Life merch available over at Teespring. All links can be found in the show notes. Send your workplace stories to fmwlpod@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 310-818-3273. Be sure to follow us on all the socials at FMWLpod. And remember to support indie podcasts. They work hard to bring you a variety of amazing content. Until next week, bye fuckers. I don't know about you, but with a busy work schedule, I never have time to sit down and read. Luckily, there's Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up articles about the most trending topics on the web and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. You can browse articles from topics you choose and just start playing. Follow specific topics from sports, tech, business, science, or Bitcoin. Newsly will find you the latest articles and read them aloud. They even have digital radio. And do you want to know the best part? They have podcasts. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries. And you can find our podcast, Fuck My Work Life, there too. Download and try Newsly for free by visiting www.newsly.me or clicking on the link in our show notes. And be sure to use promo code FWL for a 1-month free premium subscription. Stop scrolling and start listening with Newsly.